We have reached the finale. The man that I was not. Great fucking request, by the way, TXM. Thank you for requesting this album. This is different. Are you sure this is a deathcore album? Are you sure this is a deathcore album? Very experimental alternative, dude. Oh my god! Oh man! Brutal. Sick as fuck, dude. Wow. Another heart for me, dude. Another heart. Takes a lot to get a heart for me. Oh, man. We're going with that. Pretty sick band, dude. Wow. I wouldn't really label this tribal. Very experimental, very progressive experimental deathcore. Technical. I don't know what I can give the genre, but we'll get into it later. Okay. Okay, this is a little bit tribal.
Tragedy between
guitar. It might be a guitar, maybe a synth, I don't know. Whatever it is, it's fucking cool as shit. Creepy. It's a fade out, but hey, it's the last song on the album, so I'm not mad. I'm not mad, dude. I'm not mad. It's fucking great. It's a great album. Very first time ever listened to Fit for an Autopsy in full like this, and I finally got a taste of what this band's like, man. Pretty happy that you requested this, man. I was gonna get to this, but man, I just got so many fucking albums to do. It's hard for me to get to all of them. Really sick. Really, really sick album. I did love this. There's 2 tracks that really didn't really appeal to me. That's In Shadows and Collateral Damage. It's kind of like not really there, man. I don't know, just kind of like a filler track. It's kind of, in my opinion, I didn't really care for In Shadows, and I didn't really care for Collateral Damage. But man, this is a really killer album. Yeah. It's a really, really fucking killer album. I love the fact that they mixed genres. I was expecting straight deathcore. I was expecting straight deathcore / fucking metalcore, whatever the fuck you want to call it, man. I was expecting some dark ass shit, and what I got was not what I was expecting. I'm pretty happy that I didn't get what I expected, you know. I love when bands change it up like this. It's really cool. I love the fact that the drummer doesn't play the same fucking beat all the time, kind of like, you know, Suicide Silence does. I fucking love Suicide Silence, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, it just gets old hearing the same beat all the time. Really cool. The guitar is very technical, very melodic guitars as well. Some really cool synth sounds in there, really dark intros. I love the album art, it's great. But yeah, man. Alright, so let's get into it. Pause's picks. My picks for this album, number 1 is definitely Conditional Healing. Number 2 is Savages. And number 3 is Far From Heaven. I loved all 3 of these songs. It just really blew me away. The breakdown in Far From Heaven, the sheer brutalness that is Conditional Healing, the darkest song on this album, in my opinion. And Savages was just straight energy. Straight energy. Just fucking loved it, man. Great fucking songs. Great album. It came out earlier this year. I think it was January or February it came out. But yeah, man, this is a really, really, really good album. Influences. Now I'm gonna have to go to my little trusty cell phone. Oh, this is my son. If you guys haven't seen him yet, that's Maseo. But yeah, fucking great. All right. Number 1 influence. Is it any surprise to you guys? Fucking Gojira, bro. Gojira. Gojira is their number 1 influence. Number 2 influence, the Black Dahlia Murderer. Number 3 influence, I'm gonna give it to Tam. Die Artist Murder is a huge influence on this band, man. Huge influence on this band, especially in the intros. Very dark intros, and that's what Die Artist Murder is known for. Number 4, I'm gonna go ahead and give it to Becoming the Archetype. A lot of the riffs in here reminded me of Becoming the Archetype. Is it Archetype? Sorry, Archetype. Really reminded me of those. Just really feeling that those type of riffs and everything. The singing, not so much. Didn't really remind me of Becoming the Archetype. It reminded me of Tam more. And Whitechapel is my final pick. Whitechapel, man. Whitechapel's definitely has grown. They have definitely evolved from when I first heard them, and then until now. I have not done Kin yet. It needs to be requested, man. I have so many fucking albums to do. It just needs, you guys need to fucking throw it in for the poll or some shit. You know, request it. Alright, so rating. Sorry, genre. Very technical. Very deathcore. Very experimental. Very progressive. And finally, I'm just gonna go ahead and throw it out there. I think that this band is very, very, I guess you could say, tribal, since Gojira is tribal. A very tribal band. I feel that their roots are laid in Native American, because just from like the sign of like Black Mammoth, maybe that they have Native American roots. I definitely feel that this album is centered around the Bible. I definitely do, especially the album art. The rating. This is what you guys came for. 2 tracks I don't really care for, which leads me to bring that this album gets an 8.75 out of 10. It's not the greatest album I've heard. It's not the greatest deathcore, but I'm sure there's other great deathcore albums out there. No Time to Bleed is the greatest deathcore album ever to exist, in my opinion. I've heard every song. It's fucking phenomenal. But yeah. 8.75 ain't too bad. It really isn't too bad, you know, considering it's PTB rating your album, you know. It's like the fucking most cynical asshole on YouTube rating your album, telling you how it is. Alright, so the next album review will be Mechana, As Embers Turn to Dust, and I will see you guys there. Thank you for building the end. Peace! Civil ideology, hostages of the shadows.